Okay, welcome back, Financial Reboot Show. My name is Samuel Evans. I am here with Pat Comer. Pat is our Chief Investment Strategist, and we have got something really cool for this week, July 25, Monday morning. We've got some big stuff happening in the market this week that y'all, that's my best Southern accent, y'all, I don't know why, I just threw that in there. We need to pay attention to as investors. Look, we're not as we talked about before, we're not emotional investors. We got to be savvy, we got to be smart to see what's coming so we can take advantage of it. Now, we've got some big things here in the charts that we're looking at. The three biggest things, or the things we're looking at right now, are what we call the FANG stocks, right? The Facebook, Amazon, and Google, and they're all doing big reporting earnings this week, right? Pat, why don't you tell the listeners about that?
Well, Facebook is a very important earnings because it tells you a lot about the advertising spending going on in the within the social media and the internet. Amazon, of course, is your big retailer. That says a lot about how consumer spending is. And Google, of course, with their massive reach, any earnings are very dissected on those. We want to watch these three stocks because these stocks have a lot of reach and a lot of power. They can move the markets and they can change a whole sector. They can reverse a whole sector. So you want to keep an eye on the earnings from them. Also, too, it's a good way to see going forward how the economy and how certain industries are developing in this recovery.
Right, because I mean, let's face it. I mean, those stocks, the Apple, the Facebook, the Amazon, the Googles, when they move in a certain direction, you need to be prepared to see what's going to be coming down the pipe. And we certainly are here at the Financial Reboot team. All of our customers, when we see what's happening here, especially with the reports, do you know when they're reporting earnings on these, by the way?
I believe Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Okay, so starting as early as tomorrow.
As early as tomorrow. And it's important to remember that the FANG stocks are responsible for about 43% of this bull market.
Right.
So the way the FANG stocks go, the bull market goes.
Right. So guys, pay very close attention to those stocks, especially if you're positioned in anything that could be affected by that, which a lot is affected by the FANG stocks, Facebook, Apple, Netflix, Google, right? So we want to be very careful about that. Now, we also have big news coming up this week from the Fed, the Federal Reserve, right? The Federal Reserve is, they've been talking about rate hikes for a long time with the QEs, the quantitative easing that's been happening in the past. Looks like they're going to be doing rate hikes again. They're meeting Wednesday and Thursday, is that right?
They meet Wednesday and Thursday, and after the meeting on Thursday, they'll release a statement, and that'll be their outlook for the economy. This will tell us a lot about whether we get a rate hike maybe in December. The odds of a rate hike in December have really risen in the last week. And if there is a rate hike, it'll affect a lot of things. It'll affect gold. It'll affect the markets. Right. It'll affect a lot of currency.
Right. So we're positioning both our corporate clients, our corporate accounts, I should say, here in house, and also the accounts that we have for all of our clients out there. We're watching what's happening with the Fed, with the potential rate hike coming. We're watching the FANG. We're positioning accordingly. So, guys, follow along at home. Pay attention to these things that we've got going on because we've got, 45 years experience between us and our teams, over 75 million portfolio gains over the last 30 plus years. We have a little bit of experience in this stuff, so pay close attention. As we move, take advantage of these things, move as well. Obviously, if you need help with that, contact us. But in the meantime, just pay attention to what's going on. There's big events happening in the world. And just like Brexit, right? Mm-hmm. We saw what's happening in the world. We were able to take advantage of, position carefully, and, we crushed it. We when $3 trillion were lost during Brexit, we had a banner day.
A banner day.
But it was no surprise. We saw it coming and we positioned correctly, and it was just another day of
just another day of trading.
A multiple three-figure percent growth in a day, right? So this is what you should expect if you are savvy and you understand what's happening in the market. So now, a lot of people, we were getting questions, Q&A from the last week's show. They were asking, they're seeing the market kind of raise higher. Is this a top in the market? Should we be concerned? Why don't you tell them about the chart that we've got for them?
Well, we're looking at an S&P 500 chart for the year. Right now, we are at all-time highs, and it might be prudent to say we're topping right now, but we're at an inflection point. And what that means is the market's probably going to base a little bit, and it's looking for a catalyst to either go up or down. That's why we want to pay such close attention to the Wednesday and Thursday Fed meeting, and also too with these big earnings reports, because these will tell us a lot about whether the market has the legs to run higher or whether it's going to just lose its juice and come back. Either way, we're expecting retrace. The market, when it makes a lot of new highs, it needs to rinse, is what a lot of traders call it, rinsing. And right now, we're protecting ourselves against that, and we're hedging a little bit.
Yes.
So we've taken up small positions in the in TVIX, TVIX, which is it runs in accordance with the VIX, which is a contrarian indicator. When the market goes down, the VIX goes up. If the VIX goes up, TVIX will run with it. TVIX right now is very cheap. It's in the low $1 range, and so it should be a very effective hedge. It's cheap enough also too that if the market doesn't pull back, we can put stop losses on, and if it does tap out, the loss will be very minimal. But if it doesn't tap out, which it's been sitting pretty much at its level for about a week and a half now, then we can just ride it and just see where the market goes.
So this is our kind of pick of the first of the week for you, right? It's TVIX. We're not saying go buy it because we can't officially do that. However, we are saying that we are buying it inside our own portfolios here at Financial Reboot. We're also doing it for our clients because we're hedging, right? We're seeing what the market is doing here on the charts.
We're just buying some protection.
Buying some protection. So if you're playing along at home, pay attention that we said TVIX here starting in June or July 25, and we'll just see what happens, right? We'll see. Just test us out, see how we do.
Yeah.